Across Europe, fire rages. Teams of firefighters in Spain, southern France, Greece, all battling the wildfires crisscrossing the continent after a week of record temperatures. In southern Spain, more than 3,000 people were forced out by soaring temperatures near the popular tourist area of Malaga. They were taken to a sports centre turned into a makeshift shelter for tourists and locals rushed out of homes and hotels. William and Ellen McCurdy were among the evacuees.
It was very fast. We had to get, I didn't take it too seriously. I thought they had it under control, and I was quite surprised whenever it started. Seemed to be moving our direction, and then we were told to go. So, no, we've left a lot of stuff behind.
We've just grabbed a few essentials and just ran, really, and by that stage, everybody along the street, the Calio, was on the move, cars, and on the main street there were a lot of ambulances and fire engines.
In France, more than 14,000 people were evacuated as the fires closed in on them in the southwest.
It is an especially difficult summer. We are dealing with very considerable drought due to insufficient rainfalls over the winter and spring, an especially dry month of May, and we now have particularly high temperatures.
And the death toll is rising. In Portugal, the authorities say at least 238 people have died from the heat over the past week. In Spain, more than 80. In the UK, the Met Office have issued a red extreme weather warning for the first time. The blunt message: there is a threat to life. Temperatures are expected to touch nearly 40 degrees in parts of England early this week, with the amber warning also extended to parts of southern Scotland.
So the NHS is under a lot of strain, not just because of the heat, but because coronavirus rates have been so very high recently. But the absolute best way is to avoid getting ill in the first place by keeping cool, by keeping hydrated, and keeping yourself out of the heat of the sun. Today,
the message from the government was to be sensible.
We've got temperatures hitting 40 degrees. I think you want to stay out of the sun at midday when that's happening, but also enjoy it during the cooler periods.
The levels of heat will put extra pressure on care homes, schools and transport. Network Rail has urged passengers across England and Wales to travel only if necessary next week, and that journeys will take significantly longer. One of the areas affected by the red warning is in Surrey. Residents in the town of Egham are getting ready.
Obviously, I'm working in the kitchen and it's so hot, to be honest. We have to be closed early. Because it's too hot.
I'm not worried, but I am melting.
It's quite hot today, and I'm more concerned about tomorrow, having to travel to work because I have to drive.
I'm off to UCL hospital by ambulance tomorrow, and I'm terrified of travelling all the way down there in the heat.
Because she has asthma, and it would be difficult for her to breathe if it gets too warm.
But I can't cancel my appointment now.
Getting through the next few days is the immediate priority. But as experts warn these temperatures could become the new normal, finding a long-term solution becomes ever more urgent. Well, our weather presenter Liam Dutton is with me now. Liam, first of all, where is this extreme heat coming from?
Well, the extreme heat originates from the northwest of Africa, 1,200 miles away, and day by day it's been crawling its way northwards across the western side of Europe. So it's gone through Spain, Portugal and France. Temperatures, as we've seen in your VT just a few seconds ago, have been in the low to mid-40s, and it's been really difficult for them to grasp control of the wildfires given the intensity of the heat. And it's that same plume of heat that will eventually arrive on our shores through Monday and Tuesday, sending temperatures soaring to record-breaking levels.
And what is the latest on these warnings?
Well, we've currently got the amber warning in force, the amber extreme heat warning, and that covers much of England and parts of Wales at the moment. Temperatures today in that area have been into the low 30s, but it's really tomorrow and Tuesday when we see the peak of that heat, and by that point, the amber warning covers England, Wales, along with southern and eastern Scotland, and then we've got that danger to life red warning as well that stretches from London to the home counties, the Midlands into northern parts of England. So some really dangerous heat, and temperatures are likely to widely reach the mid to high 30s and potentially as high as 40 degrees. I think that's more likely on Tuesday, but nevertheless, extreme heat for the UK, and as we've mentioned, a danger to life.
And a lot of people asking, when is it going to cool down?
Well, thankfully, the extreme heat is only for 2 days. By Wednesday, we'll start to see much cooler air coming in off the Atlantic. So temperatures on Wednesday will be 10 to 15 degrees lower than Tuesday. And in the process, there'll be some showers and thunderstorms as well.
Liam, thanks very much.